Their handling of this issue has been heavy-handed to the point of being disgraceful. Instead of engaging and consulting, they have produced a scheme which fundamentally rewrites the contract between the agency and the CROs. And as a result, we risk seeing CROs walk away from the rescue service to a point where we may lose the critical mass of people needed to provide the service.
Does he share my concern that the management of the Maritime Coastguard Agency are showing a lack of heart and a callous approach to the problem they've got with the model that they have developed in how we protect our coastline? What they should be putting first is the Coastguard Rescue Officers, brave men and women working on the front line to keep our country safe.
Stopping the payments in September looks exceedingly cynical, as if to say we'll make the most of your skills and dedication over the summer when we're expecting loads of visitors, perhaps more than ever because of the jet fuel fears, and then, come September, we'll make the cut, which we know might make some of you resign. And I tell you, they feel so insulted, so angry, and that's to put it mildly, and who can blame them? And if the HM Coast Guard think they'll be able to get new recruits, they're living in cloud cuckoo land.
Following the recent court ruling and changes to policy, many of those volunteers now face losing the limited financial compensation they receive in return for their valuable efforts. Those payments were never a salary, but they made it possible for people to continue volunteering. Call-outs never come at a convenient time. The money we earn would never replace the time lost, but it does soften the blow. But the modest compensation did recognise the very real costs involved: travel, time away from work, and the disruption to family life.
And I think this phrase sums it up. We don't do it for the money, but the money means we can do it. And when we're talking about sacrificing family time, as other members have said, and one officer said to me, I've actually left a wedding once to attend a call out. This is the level of bravery and commitment that these individuals show, and they're showing this every day, and it's not the way to treat them, the approach that the Maritime Coastguard Agency has adopted.
We all know that Coast Guards are not motivated by financial reward. They come into this role to serve their community and protect our residents and save lives. Coast Guards in my constituency have told me that they already lose income from their main work, as call-outs are often late at night and during working hours. They also miss out on time with their loved ones because they are keeping our community safe. Removing the remuneration is unsustainable for our Coast Guards, and we cannot afford to lose them.
Teams will be put under extra pressure when, not if, some members can't attend incidents because they'll be out of pocket, whether they're working or whatever reason. The exact same question will arise over essential training sessions. We will risk losing officers with decades of experience, skills and local knowledge. Emergency response times will increase when neighbouring teams are called in because local officers are not available. We already know this happens with the fire service on occasion. Recruitment will be hit as new team members are required to do 10 days training without remuneration. This will reduce the pool of people who can afford and are willing to do this.
For Coastguard Rescue Officers, remuneration provides recognition of the sacrifices that they and their families make. The nights away from home, the cancelled plans, the annual leave taken for training, and the loss of income as a result of them having to go out and answer calls. These Coast Guard teams are not built overnight. Skills in search and rescue, casualty care and water navigation take years to acquire. Local knowledge, local experience and team cohesion are impossible to replace. If experienced Coast Guard rescue officers leave, those capabilities can't simply be replaced. I'm particularly concerned about the impact on smaller and more remote coastal communities where recruitment is already challenging.
We are a proud seafaring nation, and as Sir John Evelyn put it, the sea is England's element, and the Coast Guard stand as the nation's eyes and ears along our shore. I ask the Minister, on behalf of my constituents who now face greater vulnerability as a direct result of this decision, on what basis was it made? Because it looks like negligence, but I fear the blame lies squarely with the MCA.
It's clear that the MCA management have made a right mess of this, and they should put it on hold and they should follow the petition which is calling for it to be held.
Their presence is often the difference between intervention and inquest. That is why I'm outraged at the proposed changes which threaten to decimate our Coast Guard service and threaten lives. And so I would urge the Minister, on behalf of our brave CROs, but also on behalf of those bereaved Beachy Head families, to pause these changes, to object to the MCA's short-sightedness, and to ensure that our CROs get the support that they deserve and that our communities need.
These brave teams, as we have heard, go out to situations many of us could not dream of handling and save lives on a regular basis. And because of their hard work, those enjoying our coast are much safer. I truly think that the MCA and the government have not realised what they're doing here. They've heard some legal advice and listened to some Treasury bean counters and decided that our service just can't be supported. Well, as they've heard today, this is just not good enough. There is time left in the Prime Minister's reign for one more U-turn. I urge the government, please make it this.
Because in my view, what is being proposed is so fundamentally disrespectful of CROs that despite that sense of pride and duty, despite the importance of the service that they provide to coastal and island communities, we risk losing many of them who currently give service as CROs. Senior management in the agency, and here I single out the Chief Executive for particular criticism, are so removed from the service provided from the communities by CROs that they are prepared to see it destroyed. Either they do not understand the people that they are paid to manage, or else they understand them but are indifferent to the consequences of their actions. Either way, it is apparent to me that there is a crisis of leadership within the agency, and that is what makes this a problem for the Minister. I listened to the Minister and he's telling us all, in fact, that the problem is the law, and I'm thinking to myself, my goodness, if only there were something that the government could do about the law.